At 1930 Moscow time, September 21, 2025, the Black Sea is calm. Waves roll softly against the Crimean coast. Inside a lavish guest house perched above the cliffs, Russia's elite are raising glasses of vodka, laughing beneath chandeliers. They have no idea that, miles out at sea, something small, silent, and lethal is carving through the dark water toward them. In 43 seconds, their illusion of safety will shatter. A 16-foot shadow moves just beneath the surface, invisible, relentless. It isn't a submarine or a torpedo, it's Ukrainian, and it's about to change the rules of modern warfare. This is the story of the Mura V5, a Ukrainian drone boat built from fiberglass and defiance, a weapon born not in a laboratory, but in a war fought by ingenuity. Its purpose tonight, to strike at the heart of Russia's war command on the Crimean coast. Its target, the Foros Sanatorium, a once luxurious seaside retreat turned private sanctuary for Moscow's military leadership and intelligence officers. The location is more than symbolic. It's where strategy meets arrogance, where war crimes are planned over champagne, and where, on this night, Ukraine intends to deliver a message. You are never untouchable. The mission is simple in theory, impossible in execution. 6 drones, 1 mothership, a dozen Russian defenses on high alert. If even one thing goes wrong, the entire operation collapses. But this isn't about chance. It's about precision, deception, and nerve. The Mura V5 skims the surface of the Black Sea like a ghost, its fiberglass hull cutting through the waves without sound. Inside its narrow frame lie 6 OSA FPV drones, small, fast, and deadly. Each carries a 1.5-pound shaped charge designed to focus explosive energy into a jet of molten copper. That jet moves fast enough to slice through steel and concrete as though it were paper. At 1931, 3 miles from the Crimean shore, the Mura slows to a crawl, its bay doors open, and one by one, 6 drones slip silently into the sea, vanishing into the darkness. The mothership transmits one final burst of laser guidance, then fades into the black. From here, the children of the Mura fly alone. They accelerate instantly, 60 miles per hour across the waves, weaving low, hugging the sea spray. These drones don't fly in straight lines. They move like predators, unpredictable and alive. Their strategy is called the ghost chain, a tactic developed by Ukraine's military intelligence, part deception, part digital sorcery. The lead drone ejects a shimmering cloud of aluminum chaff, hundreds of metallic strips that confuse radar into seeing ghosts. Behind this curtain, the remaining 5 drones hide in formation, racing in the radar shadow of the cliffs. A Russian patrol boat looms ahead. The drones rise briefly, just long enough to vault over its sensors, a perfect 2.7 seconds of exposure before dropping back into the shadows. But nature joins the battle. A brutal 20-knot gust slams into the formation. Drone number 3, the one with a corroded antenna, spirals wildly, its targeting sensors flickering. Hundreds of miles away, deep beneath Odessa, an operator grips his console, fighting the controls. Sweat drips down his hands. The feed flickers, static crawling across the screen. He's flying blind behind the wall of chaff, praying the machine obeys. Above the cliffs, a Russian Spetsnaz operator scans the horizon through a $10,000 thermal scope. Routine patrol, until it isn't. A hot signature appears, a fast mover. He raises a specialized drone gun, firing a burst of electromagnetic energy. Miles out, the decoy drone's circuits fry. It bursts into sparks and vanishes beneath the waves. He radios in a kill, unaware that he's just shot down a ghost. Below the cliffs, the real swarm passes beneath him, silent and unseen. That single radio call triggers the chaos. Radar screens in a nearby Pantsir S1 battery flare to life. Operators see a massive radar signature closing fast, the chaff cloud's illusion working perfectly. The computer screams one word: enemy. A $20 million air defense system locks on and fires. A Mach 3 missile rips through the night sky and obliterates the cloud, a spectacular explosion of light and aluminum. The Russians celebrate. But in truth, they've hit nothing but air. They've just spent millions of dollars attacking an illusion. And while their eyes fix on the phantom, the real attack continues. Undetected, unstoppable. Miles offshore, the Mura V5 broadcasts a false electronic signature, pretending to be a large vessel. Russian patrol boats race toward it, abandoning the coast. The path is now clear. Then, the sirens begin. Sevastopol lights up in panic. A Sukhoi fighter jet claws into the sky, afterburners shaking the night. But the drones don't play by the rules of air combat. They split apart. 2 drop low, nearly vanishing into the sea clutter, while 3 climb to 200 feet. The pilot can't lock onto them all. He's forced to choose between shadows. Frustrated, the Russians unleash electronic warfare. A 5-mile-wide blanket of radio noise floods the air, jamming every frequency. For a moment, the drones go silent. Then, they adapt. Their onboard AI tunes out the interference, flying on gyroscopes and instinct. They don't need GPS. They can feel the turns of the Earth. You can jam the airwaves, but you can't jam physics. Below, Spetsnaz teams open fire. Kinetic nets, tracer rounds, thermal-guided rifles. 1 drone explodes in a streak of orange light. 4 remain. In Odessa, the operator watches the timer. 20 seconds to target. He whispers, "Hold steady. Just hold steady." The Russian defense grid is collapsing under its own confusion. Then Ukraine plays its ace. One of the OSA drones suddenly changes its transponder code. It now appears on radar as a civilian passenger plane heading toward a local school. For 30 seconds, Russian command hesitates. Do they fire or risk an international scandal? That pause is all Ukraine needs. While every radar locks onto the fake civilian signature, the 4 real drones slip past undetected, hugging the cliffs, closing in. Out at sea, the Mura V5 sends a single, laser-tight pulse, a final command correcting drone number 3's trajectory. Inside the Odessa bunker, 4 green indicators flash. Lock acquired. The operator's voice is calm. Fox 3, release payload. The drones dive. They aren't the weapons. They're the delivery men. The true killers are the 4-shaped charges that drop away, fins deploying, slicing through the air at 200 miles per hour. The mother drones bank hard and vanish back toward the sea. Seconds later, the first warhead hits. The roof of the sanatorium, 4 inches of reinforced glass, vaporizes on impact. The shaped charge ignites, unleashing a jet of molten copper at 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit. It punches through marble and steel as if through cardboard. The second explosion follows, igniting the kitchen gas lines. A fireball tears through the western wall, blowing debris into the Black Sea. The third charge strikes the VIP garage, turning a luxury Mercedes into a tower of flame. The last warhead drills straight into the main conference hall, vaporizing the war table and everything on it. Within seconds, the $50 million compound is reduced to a burning crater. Russia's coastal radar grid flickers out. The Crimean coast goes dark. When dawn breaks, it reveals only ruins, twisted steel, shattered marble, and smoke rising over the sea. Ukraine's strike wasn't just revenge, it was precision, a surgical message written in fire. Your empire bleeds. The attack forced Russia's Black Sea fleet to retreat, widening Ukraine's vital grain corridor by 20%. For a moment, the balance of power in the Black Sea shifted, not through brute force, but through brilliance. Inside the Odessa bunker, the operator leans back, watching satellite footage of the wreckage. A faint smile crosses his face. The lesson is as old as war itself. The biggest wolf can be brought down by the smallest arrow, if the aim is true. The ghost chain, a strategy born of desperation, has turned the sea into Ukraine's most powerful weapon. Empires fall not with a roar, but with a whisper, the sound of 6 drones slicing through the night. This is modern warfare, silent, invisible, and smarter than ever before. And remember, in the age of machines and ghosts, ingenuity is the ultimate weapon.